welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am excited for today's pick a card. Today we are going to see, who is going to make it clear that they want you, who will express their love for you, their desire for you, their feelings, their thoughts, and we're going to see their love offer as well, where things are going to go with this person. So my Etsy shop, it is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. So for group one, we have the Amazonite crystal point, and we'll be using the Cirque du Tarot. For group two, we have the K Sarah crystal, and we'll be using the Third Eye Tarot. For group three, we have the Sunstone, and we'll be using the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. And for group four, we have the Howlite crystal, and we'll be using the Salvic Legends Tarot. So go ahead and pause the video if you need more time to decide, but we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group one with the Amazonite crystal point and the Cirque du Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see, who will make it clear that they want you? Who is going to be making it clear that they have feelings for you? What are those feelings? What is their love offer? We're going to get all of that today, Spirit. This is for group one with the Amazonite crystal point. Please show us who this is for group one. Okay, right away I'm getting a little bit of a enemies to lovers trope. I'm also getting, it makes so much sense because we have the square with challenge, and then we have Cancer, the doula, that has come up here. So right away, I'm getting that this may be a very sensitive person, but that's kind of like mean or rude. Like it just kind of feels like someone who will get so offended if you do something to them, but they will do things to you and expect you to just kind of let it go. And then we have a square, which is a challenging astrological aspect. So this could be someone who, it kind of seems like everything is fine in the beginning, and then somewhere along the way things get a little messy, or there's tension with this person, or this may be someone who jokes too much, like someone who thinks everything is a joke, and then they say something that's too far and you get offended, or vice versa. You are going back and forth with them, joking with them, and then you say something that offends them, and then they kind of crawl back into their Cancer shell. Cancer also has, the pincers. I don't think it's called pincers, but they have, the clamps, whatever they got. And so they can, listen, go ahead and just, bite back if they feel, threatened in any way. So there's an energy of this person kind of being a bit rough around the edges, but on the inside, they really are all mush. On the inside, they're actually quite soft, very emotional. Cancer says feeling sympathetic, comforting, nostalgic, protective, intuitive, tender, nocturnal, caring, moody. Yeah, I feel that for sure. Receptive, so very intuitive with them. Sentimental, introverted, defensive, and family-oriented. This person may be a little bit older than you. They may come from a big family. This could even be someone you work with the square coming up here, and we have Mars with action. So it seems like you typically see this person when they're naturally on the defense. This could be someone you see at the gym. This could be someone from school or work, a place where they would be in a competitive mindset. The gym especially, you really just got to take all gym interactions with a grain of salt, because what are you typically listening to when you're in the gym? Soft ballads? No, you're listening to your FAB Up playlist or your Pump It Up playlist or I'm That B playlist. So I just try to take people and their energy with a grain of salt in the gym just in general, because it's like they're typically in that mind state of, you know, trying to get the best pump possible. But so anyways, also work can make you very defensive, especially when you're trying to level up. We have the square here. It says creates tension, stalls, sounds the alarm. It's like you trigger this person with sounds the alarm. It says motivates, frustrates, demands, struggles, hurts, works out, and reconciles. So this person, I feel like that may be their pattern as well. They may need to be triggered to reconcile. And honestly, that's how a lot of people learn. That's how a lot of people grow. You know, someone who's had like more of a rough life or a struggle in life is going to be more empathetic, and non-judgmental than someone who's had it easy. Because the person who's had struggles in life knows what it's like to struggle, knows what it's like to have vices, you know, knows what it's like to be imperfect and to have to work through things. So I feel like that may just be their pattern. And for that reason, you know, it's better not to internalize their energy all the time. But something feels so defensive. I feel like because you're closing in on their heart space, this person gets triggered and defensive when it comes to you. It did say something about demands and struggles. So maybe what you require in a relationship is making this person feel triggered and uncomfortable. And you guys could have never even talked in a romantic sense quite yet. You may not even be at that stage in your connection and they're already triggered. And it's just because through observation of you, they have a general idea of what you require, or however you present is making them assume that you require certain things. And it's making them feel scared or worried, you know, defensive. We have Mars with action. It says desire, impulses, so force, heat, strength, competition. Yeah, this could definitely be someone you work with, someone you go to school with, someone you go to the gym with, because competition keeps coming up as if every time you see this person, there's other people around. This could be, you know, like a social media thing as well, especially if you have a following or you seem to get a lot of attention online from people that seem to be interested, because this person is triggered, but they have very strong desire when it comes to you. They feel heat when it comes to you. You may be a fire sign, or have like fire in your Venus or your rising. It says workouts on here, literally, excitement, thirst. Listen, they're thirsty. They're frustrated because of their own thirst. It says impatience, anger, leadership. So yeah, this person likes to take the lead. So if you try to take the lead with them, that may trigger them. Then that may make them feel upset. Also, they can be quite impatient. So if you don't respond positively to them, or if you don't start to chase them, if you don't seem to be interested the moment that they give you any sort of small little hint, they're like one of those people that kind of just get triggered. It says engine, potency, willpower. So this person, they seem very motivated, very powerful. And I feel like that is in the workforce. But when it comes to like dating and winning someone over, I feel like that's like one of the areas in their life in which they struggle. And then we have the 6th house coming up with their craft here. So yeah, I would say this could be even like a personal trainer, or this is definitely talking about you seeing them and communicating with them while they're at work, while you're at work, or you work together. It says work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, and method. This could be someone that you had an apprenticeship with. This could be someone who like was your, what would you call it? Not your mentor, but you know, the person that kind of when you onboard to a new job, the person that kind of helps you learn everything. This could have been a situation like that. Spirit, can you tell us more here? We have physical attraction and short term that came up right away. So I feel like, oh, there's another card that flipped over. I didn't see it. I feel like this person, they may have made a pass at you in a physically intimate kind of way. And you may have denied them, and it really frustrated them because they have this anger towards you. And I feel like it's anger and resentment due to you denying them at some point or not feeding into whatever they were trying to do before. We also have the triangle card that came up here. So maybe they have a lot of people that are attracted to you, and that's, or sorry, a lot of people that are attracted to them. And maybe that's the reason that they're frustrated, because you're not entertaining them in that way like they're used to. Or especially if they're like already in a relationship, or there's any sort of clear third party situation where, ooh, okay. Spirit's also showing me that they had something going on with someone before you were in the picture some way, somehow. And they're frustrated that they're getting frustrated with that person. They're frustrated that they went for that connection instead of being more patient. But they're also frustrated that you're not even fully surrendering to them. It's like you're not giving them enough to make them confident to get out of that situation. And yeah, with the triangle, I can't help but to feel like they just like to triangulate people against each other. They like a lot of hoopla when it comes to them. Like, they like people to, this person, I feel like they like a little drama, not gonna lie. And I feel like it's because they make everyone try to match their energy. Like, they're really chaotic and hectic on the inside, so they try to make other people feel that way as well. And we have the daytime card. So it's like this person, they want to take you on a date. They want to go out and learn more about you. But yeah, we have the confidence card that just came out, which is ironic because I was just going to say that they don't feel confident enough to ask you. I feel like this person, like I said, like they like to make one little pass and they expect you to think the world of that pass, They like to make one little, they extend the olive branch one good time, and then they just feel like that's enough, to make people just throw caution to the wind and pursue them infinitely. We have the confidence card here. Like I said, it's so ironic because I feel like that's the thing that makes them try to get other people to move towards them. It's like they want you to show all your cards and they're getting antsy because you're not. They want you to reveal your intention. You may not have intention. You guys seem to really be playing hardball. Either this person is just very kind of spazzy, or you're really playing hardball with them, because it's like they are so thrown off by this connection, like for multiple reasons, and it's just making them like just a mess, honestly. We have transformation and secret events, which is cool. So if you guys are in no contact right now, if you guys aren't talking, I feel like they're cutting off whatever third-party situation may be happening, and they're going through a personal transformation. And I feel like it's because they know that they have to, or they're very frustrated with the energy. We got the moon card at the bottom of the deck. So there's like an energy of them being unsure of where things are going to go, and they don't like feeling unsure. They like to know what's going on. They like to feel confident. This person, they don't like the gray area at all. So Spirit, how are they going to make it clear to group one that they want them? Ooh, I like that. Nice. Wow. So it's like, I feel like they're throwing caution to the wind. Oh, this is great. We have the King of Wands. We have the Emperor, a lot of divine masculine energy and a lot of fire energy they're coming in with. The Emperor and the King of Wands are both fire energy. So I see them, King of Wands, saying, okay, I'm going to go based off of my own intention, because I feel like this entire time they've been trying to get you to reveal your intention, but you may not even allow, like you may really practice non-attachment, because I feel like you don't allow yourself to have feelings for someone unless they're in their power, unless they're clear about what it is that they want, unless they are really making you like a love offer. If it's not a love offer, I don't feel like you entertain too much childish type of stuff. And so I feel like they've been trying to get you to be the one to like declare your feelings and whatnot. And because you're not, they're like, okay, well, I have to, or this isn't going to work. And again, they they do not like the gray area. So it's like you don't even have to do the most to motivate them to, you don't even have to do the most to motivate them to, get out of their own head, because they simply do not like having a connection on their mind or a person on their mind and not knowing if it's going to go somewhere or not knowing what you're doing. Like, they don't like that. So we have the Hierophant in reverse and the Temperance card. Hierophant in reverse, throwing caution to the wind and taking a chance, saying, okay, you know what? I don't know where this is going. I don't know what's going to happen here, but Temperance, I need to balance the scales. I need to figure this out. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I need to move forward. I need to take the leap. I need to just go for it. We have the Six of Cups. So yeah, heavy on the, if you are in any sort of separation with this person or you just haven't seen them, talk to them for a while. I do see you guys talking again. Six of Cups is just a card of clear connection, a card of like reconnection, reconnecting. So I feel like the way that they're going to do this is simply by talking to you. Like, they're going to start a conversation with you. Nice. Wow, we have a true pair here. We got the Emperor, and then we have the Empress here, and we have the Chariot. You guys are getting a lot of major arcana. But with the Chariot, that's all about moving forward in balance with the light and the dark. So this person, I feel like that transformation that they went through really showed them their own shadow and how they get in their own way. I feel like they have realized how they try to triangulate certain people to feel on top. I feel like they've also recognized how they try to get people to chase them and how that's not always going to work. I feel like they have realized that if they want something, they a lot of the times have to go completely off of their own desire versus someone else making everything super easy and clear. They've had a lot of deep realizations throughout this process. So I feel like you guys are a really good match. I feel like you'd be really good together, especially with the Emperor and the Empress coming out together. And then we have the Chariot card, the Temperance card. Like, these are the cards we really want to see. I see them doing things the right way. The Empress card is like an energy, especially with them showing up in Emperor position as well. That's like an energy of them taking you on an official date. That's an energy of them giving you their number and vice versa if you don't have it already. Everyone's at a different phase in their connection. So some of you already have numbers and this is like, okay, you're finally going to be able to call them, text them, FaceTime them when you want, not just have to wait for them. And then for those of you who don't have that, you're finally getting that and they're getting yours. For those of you who've never been on an official date with this person, that's your level up. This person is, taking you out. But regardless of where you're at in this connection, I see upgrades. So for the small portion of you who this is an ex for you, someone that you have officially dated, your level up would be like commitment, especially with the Emperor and the Empress here. And that seems to be where things are being led anyways. But one thing I can consistently see is this person is being very cut and dry and clear with their language. So it may be even a bit abrasive. Like, it may feel like a whole lot to get that type of energy from this person that they're coming in on. Like, they're being very clear. They're not beating around the bush. We have breathe, round and round. This could be a karmic situation. We have thinker. Finally, they're breaking that cycle of going round and round. They're taking a moment to breathe. That's the reason for the no contact. They needed to come to these deep realizations. Listen, if someone says I need a break, let them get a break. Because they aren't going to show up as the version of themselves that you would even want if they're all dysregulated. So literally let people have their time, come to their realizations. And if they don't come back, realize that is best case scenario, because the last thing you want is someone in your life that doesn't want to be there. All of their actions are going to reflect, I don't want to be here. They're going to be trying to claw their way away from you. And that's going to make you internalize all of that and start to dislike yourself. And the whole thing could just blow up. So just let people have their time. And this is the perfect example of how like no contact is very much so necessary for things to get better a lot of the time. We have breathe and round and round. So this person needed a break from all the drama. And I just heard, am I the drama? This person, I feel like they really have realized though, with the transformation card and secret events, maybe they wouldn't tell you this with secret events, but they've really been working on themselves, journaling. They may have even sought some help, gone to, therapy, or gotten a reading, done something to kind of give them perspective, talk to someone that they really respect. But yeah, I feel like with that transformation, they realize that they are the drama and they're likely the reason all this is happening. We even have the building blocks card here. So I feel like they realize that they have walls up, and they may not be a Cancer, but they've shown up with strong Cancerian energy. Maybe they're, that would eat you up. Maybe their Venus is in Cancer. Shout out to the Venus Cancers. That's too much. I'm a Cancer sun and it's already too much. Venus Cancer? No, thank you. But yeah, building blocks and thinker, I feel like they've taken some time to really take accountability and responsibility and to realize how they've gotten in their own way and how they have walls up and how that has reflected in their connections. And we have the loyal heart card here. So I do see that they view you positively and they know that you've been, authentic, loyal, willing, trying. And even if you've been like super detached, they have respect for that. They have respect that you are committed to doing things the right way. Committed to building a truly solid foundation for a relationship by not entertaining them when they weren't acting right. So we have looking deeper and making a difference. I love that. Looking deeper says, deep within me is a majestic radiance. I love how positive the affirmations on the cards are, but truthfully speaking, this person was looking deeper into themselves and making a difference within themselves, making some changes, My inner light shines far and wide is what it says at the bottom of that card. So it makes it sound so optimistic and lovely, but really this person has been doing the work, and I feel like they had to show some grit to do that. So yeah, that's what I got for you, group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, all of that is down there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Que Sera crystal and the Third Eye Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see, okay, who will make it clear? Who is going to be making it clear that they want you? Their thoughts, their feelings, their love offer. We'll get into all of that, Spirit, for group 2 with the Que Sera. Ooh, crystal. Please show us for group 2 who is making this clear. Nice. The conjunction actually wanted to come out with the first 2 cards, so I'm glad it did come out. But we have Aquarius and Pisces that have come up here. This could be confirmation for you as their sun, but it could also be very strong in their chart. Like you'll feel this energy if they're a Pisces or Aquarius rising, or if it's in their Mars. Mars is how you take action, how you interact with other people. So you definitely feel that. Rising is like how you present to the world, how other people perceive you as well. So you would feel that strong in those placements. But we have Mars and conjunction. So it seems like you guys work quite well together. You make sense together. It's giving me perfect match type of energy where it's like you guys can really bounce off of each other and be really useful to each other. The conjunction with empowerment. This could even be a friend that you may be growing feelings for, and vice versa. We have Mars here as well with the conjunction, so this could be someone that you work with, like in a professional environment. The conjunction says combines with, enhances, strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies. when you guys get together, you may bounce off of each other's energy and it may become very chaotic, but everyone's energy isn't chaotic. So if both of you give off kind of like golden retriever, positive, optimistic energy, you may feel really empowered and optimistic when you're in each other's presence. However, if you're both kind of, sad, melancholy, you could kind of trigger each other, and you guys may have similar backgrounds, similar struggles in life, like in the past. It says saturates, overrides, and overwhelms. So that can be very intense, but you guys definitely understand each other and get each other. You guys are really locked in. Like your energy feels like you're just very naturally compatible. We have Mars with action. It says desire, impulses. So you may make this person have a very strong, lustful energy when they're around you. You may notice that they may start to have like little nervous kind of tendencies when they're around you. You may notice that they trip over their words, or, they start to shake a little bit. You know how certain people, like when they're talking, they'll start like tapping their feet. This person may do that. Their palms may literally start to sweat. It says courage, force, heat, strength, competition, workouts. You could know this person from the gym. Excitement, thirst, impatience, anger, and leadership. So leadership, this could be like a manager even, or someone who's above you in a work situation. Someone who is further than you are, but in your same career field even, or in business. This person could even have a little bit of fame, notoriety. Engine, potency, willpower, motor. So a lot of, words that have to do with force, power, energy. You may notice that this person seems very energetic when they get in your space. Pisces, the mystic. It says imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring, magical, allowing, dreamy. Something about them may seem quite ethereal. It says enigmatic, spiritual, emotional. So you may notice that this person has multiple kind of personalities and it's hard to catch up. You may notice that they're spiritual, or they seem to have like these abstract kind of beliefs. And it does say enigmatic. So this person could be someone who's like vegan because they believe in being as healthy as possible, but they drink every weekend. Like something about them is like, okay, like you're about health, but at the same time, there's this thing that you do that's very unhealthy. It does say escapist, impractical. So they may always have a look in their eye like they're kind of far off or somewhere else. Oceanic. It does say self-pitying on there. And illogical. So heavy on the, you kind of trigger this person. You may have had like one really deep conversation with this person, and then every time they see you, you notice that they get this like kind of sadness in their eyes. And then we have Aquarius here, the radical. It says experimental, rational, unique, liberal, eccentric, group-oriented. This person may have a lot of friends. Humanitarian, it says on there. So they may work with kids or people, or with, humanitarian-based causes, even working with the environment. Trying to protect the environment. This person could be into social justice. It says diverse, futuristic, utopian. I feel like this person has different type of beliefs. And then it says edgy and detached on there. So it's like this person makes deep connections. They're definitely a my person kind of person, where they have like their person that they consider to be kind of the one that fills all the voids. But they can also be very detached. So it's like they have something about them kind of feels like they don't necessarily give what they take. Like it feels like they have their person they make very deep attachments to, and when they need it, they're all over you. But when they're in their other side of themselves, or when they're in their detached energy, it's like you can get close to nothing with them. Spirit, can you show us more about this, their love offer? What are they trying to do with group 2? Ooh, we got the blame game as the first card that came out here, in misery. So this person may blame you or have tried to for their misery. Maybe they don't like that they've had a deep conversation with you. This kind of feels like someone who's internalizing oversharing. It's like they feel like they overshared at one point or one time when they talked to you, or you saw them in a vulnerable place. Like, say this is your manager. This is like an energy of you've seen them go off. So now they feel vulnerable because it's like, ugh, this person that works underneath me saw a different side of me. They saw me do something bad. They saw me go off and lose my cool. Ooh, we got the competition card, date time, and secret affair. That is giving work. It's giving work. It's giving married, not gonna lie. For everyone, it's not that serious. For some of you, it's just they don't want anyone to know that you guys are talking. And I feel like it's because they don't always practice what they preach. Going back to that example, it's like someone who's vegan, but they drink themselves away every weekend. It's like, okay, doesn't that kind of cancel each other out? I feel like this person may want to keep things on the hush hush because they kind of have this detached persona, or just this, you know, people know them to be a certain kind of way. And if people knew that you guys were in cahoots or talking to each other romantically, they feel like that would somehow discredit them. Also, this person is very triggered when they see other people interested in you. And I feel like they have with competition here. If you guys do have a secret affair, and people don't know that you're talking, it seems like someone else has flirted with you in front of them, or they've heard something, you know, about you from another person, like that you have talked to someone else or whatever, and it triggered the heck out of them. There's some sort of competitive energy they're feeling when it comes to you. It could even just be seeing how other people react to you. Like, say you went out to eat with this person and you got a lot of compliments. That is not lost on them. They definitely notice how other people react to you. And I feel like it made them, I almost want to say a little bit jealous, but it just made them uncomfortable. It made them feel like they need to lock it down. And we have the date time card here. So this person wants to take you on a date. Spirit, what is their love offer? It feels like they're kind of in this loop of blame game, misery, wanting to keep things on the low, but also wanting to expand with date time, wanting to throw themselves in the ringer, especially if you're talking to other people and you're not talking to them right now. Because we do have reconciliation here, almost, you know, referring to some sort of distance between the two of you, or some sort of separation to a degree. It doesn't have to be extreme, like, oh, you got each other blocked and da-da-da. But we have self-focus, focus, and triangle. So I feel like this person has been throwing themselves into work. I don't feel like they're trying to let go. They're really fighting themselves right now. Honestly, this person wants to reconcile. They want to date you. Even if you're not in an extreme, separation energy, it's like they want to talk to you more or get back to a place where you're talking to each other regularly. But they can't stop blaming you for their own misery. And I feel like it's their fault, not even trying to be biased because I'm reading for you, but all the stuff that I was getting is like, oh, they lost their cool in front of you. That's not your fault. Or they had a deep conversation with you and they feel like they overshared. That's also not your fault. Like, you overshared. Like, you have to process that. You have to do better the next time and move forward, but that's not your fault. So it's like, self-focus and focus is like they're throwing themselves in the work, hyper-focused on their career or their business pursuits, just other things. And with the triangle card, I very much so still see them, in a situation where they're dealing with someone else, or in a situation where there's other people in the picture. So I'm going to get to the bottom of like what their love offer would be, because unless this is triangle in the sense that there's now competition because you've been dating, again, that's not your fault if they're talking to someone else before you. So it's like, what do they expect you to do about that? That's not your problem to solve. Spirit, could you please show us their love offer? Well, the first card that came out is the Hangman in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So Spirit is saying they have to admit that they have to take responsibility for some things. The Hangman in reverse, they have to get themselves unstuck first. And King of Swords in reverse, they have to stop trying to control the situation by ruling with an iron fist. King of Swords is not an effective way to come at this. We have the Eight of Wands, Judgment, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So I feel like getting more in there. First of all, Ace of Wands deciding exactly what it is that they want, and then pursuing you is going to be very much so necessary with the Queen of Wands. Eight of Wands, I feel like Spirit is saying they really just have to like go for it. Confidently, quickly, committedly. They just have to go for it. We got the Judgment card. That's the first time I've ever gotten this card from this deck. This is the first time it's ever come out in a reading for from this deck. And I've been using this deck for a while. Nice. So yeah, you know, Judgment card, I can't help but to notice that there is a very clear third eye on top while the eyes are closed. They're going to have to open their third eye. They're going to have to see things from another perspective in order for this to work, because their perspective that they've been seeing things is obviously not working for them. It's making them feel entitled. It's keeping them stuck in a loop. It's not causing any sort of growth or evolution. Ace of Wands, they're going to have to decide what they want, and they're going to just have to flat out act on it. And we have the Five of Wands here. So much wand energy coming out for you guys. That's fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And when there's conflict, all they have to do is show up. They have to work through it. This could also be talking about like clear communication. Just communicating. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Swords here. So I feel like no more rinky-dink investment anymore. Like, Page of Pentacles in reverse kind of feels like this person almost wants you to treat them based on their, like, based on the idea of them versus what they actually do for you. It's like, Page of Pentacles in reverse, who you are isn't enough anymore. Sure, you could be my manager. Sure, you could be famous. Sure, you could make a lot of money. Sure, you could be physically attractive. But I'm not basing how I treat you on your attractiveness or what people think about you or what you've accomplished in this life. I'm only taking you for Page of Swords, what you do. So Spirit, are they going to actually untangle themselves? Are they going to do it? Judgment card lets us know they're going to have an opportunity to do so. Judgment card is a call to action. That's when Spirit kind of gets involved and says, this is what we're doing. But we have the Three of Cups in reverse. So when it comes to fate, when it comes to the angels, they're not really helping this person anymore, to be honest. I feel like they're going to have to untangle themselves. Two of Wands in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse. They're going to have to untangle themselves. They're going to have to do the work. I feel like they're getting a call to action, nothing more. Like Spirit is telling them this is what you need to do, and they will have the opportunity to either do it or not. We got the Tower card at the bottom of the deck, so yes, it will be intense. It will be a lot for them. But Spirit, I feel like it's telling you, like, don't save this. It's just saying that. Don't save this person. Queen of Swords in reverse. Do not fix it for them. Let them go through it. Let them go through it. Let them do all the work. Let them show up. Otherwise, they just got to miss out. We have the Four of Wands, Marriage energy. We have the Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So yeah, if I had to say, Seven of Cups in reverse, they're closing the door on their other options, on any sort of third-party energy, which we did get quite a bit in this reading. Ten of Wands in reverse, unburdening themselves, untangling themselves, undoing all of the BS. And then we have Ace of Swords, taking clear-cut action. Four of Wands, coming together in love. Nice. It's looking like they are doing the work. It's looking like they are making it happen. We have 2, the sea, and chaos and conflict. So as this person is going through this, you know, personal transformation, do not check up on them. Do not try to get them to admit to you that they're going through a transformation. That's only going to trigger them and bring them back to square one. Literally, like, ghost them if you have to. Do not try to make any conversation with them. Do not check in with them. Do not do the most. Ooh, tea. Okay. Spirit is saying as they are, they're like, they don't have any value to you as they are. But we do have mending and Treasure Island here. So once they go through this transformation, they will have a whole lot to offer you. But until they do, they're going to be absolutely useless to you. And that's why it's so important for you not to interrupt this transformation, not to pressure them, this is the time where you need to stand 10 toes. And, you know, if you have any anxiety or anything that makes you just want to fix or know the situation, this is the time where you really want to manage that, because Spirit is already doing all the work. Judgment card, they're getting a very clear opportunity. Queen of Swords in reverse, Spirit is clearly telling you, do not get involved, do not do this for them. Because if you do it for them, they're not going to go through the transformation that is needed to make them a good match for you. And you will live in eternal turmoil, you know, if they're any other way. So let them go through the transformation. I know it's uncomfortable. That is so weird. I never have that happen. I'm tasting a Hawaiian roll in my mouth. First of all, I haven't had that since last year. I haven't had a Hawaiian roll since last year. And second of all, that is not one of my spiritual gifts. So what is going on? That has never happened to me before. That's so freaking freaky. Maybe some of you guys, I don't even know the word for it because it's not one of my gifts. At least I didn't know it was. But you know, one of the gifts is like tasting. I don't know what it's called. But when you taste things, maybe one of you guys had a Hawaiian roll recently. Maybe you're ready for the Hawaiian rolls. Like, hey, Thanksgiving purr. I don't know exactly when I'm posting this, but it might be Thanksgiving already. But maybe you've been smacking on them Hawaiian rolls. Ooh, I know I'm about to be. But yeah, anyways, we have Unfinished Symphony and Not For You. So Spirit is saying if they don't go through this transformation, I'm telling you, they're not going to be of value to you. We have 2, the sea, and chaos and conflict. So Spirit is saying as they're going through all this transformation, as they're really facing themselves, going through this conflict, do not, I repeat, do not try to fix it for them. 2, the sea, relax, read a book, you know, keep yourself busy. Focus on holiday cheer, what you're about to, you know, listen, focus on anything but this. Let them go through all this divine chaos so they can go through that transformation. And then we have believing in the magic. True magic is abounding in my life. Affirm that in the comments below. Magic is coming into my life right now as I speak. The things I want also want me. My goals are manifesting. Magic is coming into my life now. Magic is happening in my life now. I believe in the magic, any of that. Just affirm it, even, you know, to yourself. And that's what I have for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Sunstone Crystal Point, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will make it clear that they're interested. Oh, we got the King of Pentacles. Okay, King of Pentacles, come through. At the bottom of the deck, definitely a good sign for a wealthy, abundant energy if you're looking for something like that, someone to add something into your life, not just take. Spirit for group 3. We're also going to see their love offer. Can you show us who will make it clear that they want group 3 romantically? We have a trine with flow here. So this could be someone you work very well with. This could even be someone you're getting set up with, where it's like your parents are linking you to this person, or you have a friend that's linking you to this person. You can meet them through a mutual friend as well. A trine could be someone that you work with in a career sense, but in like a different department than you. Someone who doesn't do the exact same job as you. Someone who's on a different team as you. We have Taurus, the bombshell, and Mercury with communication. So yeah, this could be someone, so like say for an example, you worked like as a mortgage loan officer. This would be someone who does like the underwriting, you know, like just to give you an example of how this can look. Like this kind of feels like, so, or if you work retail, this would be like someone who works like HR, someone who you communicate with from time to time, but not someone who's on like the exact same team or in the exact same position as you. With Mercury communication, this seems like someone you talk to a lot or someone who you will be talking to a lot once things get started. Mercury with communication says words, thought, analysis, information, learning, trade, ideas, smarts, reporting, awareness. Yeah, this could be someone you report to. This with learning on there, it could be like a teacher or not really a teacher type of vibe, but I'm getting more of like a, you know, when you're onboarded to a new company, this could be like the person who does that onboarding. This could be someone in the analysis aspect of the business. It says vision, perception, curiosity, narrative, muse, and wonder. So this could be someone you look up to or someone who looks up to you. With trine, flow, it says harmonizes, aids, enriches, benefits, energizes, enjoys, eases, lubricates, gifts, supports, and indulges. So yeah, this feels like someone who's a part of the team. But I'm also getting a strong trine energy where it's like this may be someone, this may be someone you're set up with through someone you know. We have the first house with the self here. So someone you resonate with on a deep level. This could even be like someone who is the same zodiac sign as you or someone who has a very similar chart to you. Someone who you really resonate with on a soul level, on a solar plexus level, in a deep kind of way where you have a deep connection. The first house of self says the physical body. This could be like your personal trainer or someone who does personal training. It says the outlook, self-image, life philosophy. So you guys could match each other in that way. You could have the same sort of outlook or philosophy on life. Consciousness, opinions, self-awareness, expression, gateway, and entry point. So yeah, I was feeling that like this could be someone who onboarded you to your company, etc., etc. Or someone who was with you during that process. Then we have Taurus, the bombshell here. It says earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, fertile, tactile, worthy, ripe, pleasure-seeking, sensuous, solid, possessive, tenacious, loyal, patient, and deliberate. So this is definitely a planner, definitely a strategizer, someone who values comfort, someone who values stability, someone who knows what they're doing, especially with them showing up in King of Pentacles position. That's earth sign energy, Taurian energy in itself. And then we have the moon here with feelings. So this could be Cancerian energy as well. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It says instinct, nurturing, gut reactions, comfort, home, family, habits, lineage, privacy, emotions, sustenance, self-soothing. Very interesting. Moods and the mother. Self-soothing makes me feel like this person, whenever you see them, they're in good spirits, like they're a vibe, but they're also very, not introverted, but just to themselves about their feelings. Like they don't put it on other people to process their feelings for them. This is the kind of person who will do that themselves. It's kind of like they feel like that's their responsibility and they don't want to be a burden to other people. So I feel like they may hermit a little bit. Spirit, what else can you tell me? We have humility and options. So this person may be someone who gets a lot of attention. Surprisingly, they have a humble personality, though. It's like this may be someone who a lot of people find conventionally attractive, or this could be like one of the few males or one of the few females in a workspace. So it's like everyone else is like attracted to them, very drawn to them. They do have options, but with the humility card, they don't play that to their advantage. I feel like there's things in the way, especially when, since we have a long distance here. We have long distance and interference. So the distance in itself may be what the interference is. Like maybe you met them at a work conference, can't get them off of your mind, but it's like, yeah, we have very real distance between the two of us. We live in 2 different states or 2 different cities, 2 different places. Or we're in 2 different departments. So it's like this person is on the other side of the building. Interference could definitely be all the, attention that they get and all the attraction with the options card here, especially. It's like the interference could be the fact that there's always people checking them out. Like, so say, for an example, this is a personal trainer. This is like whenever you're training with them, you can just feel and see the eyes on them, people that they've previously trained, you could just feel them in your energy trying to get this person's attention, or you can just feel that they're watching like a hawk, trying to see what you guys have going on. It can be very uncomfortable. Even in the workplace, especially if there's like a specific person that comes to mind that is interested in this person, you may notice that that person always tries to maneuver themselves around whenever you're with them, or tries to like get in the way and keep you guys from having a private moment or a private conversation. We did have the past love card that came up, so perhaps it's a past lover that they're no longer interested in, but that they have dealt with in the past. That makes me wonder, like, if they've communicated that or not. Because I'm not one to assume, oh, everybody's crazy. Like, a lot of times people do not be properly closing these cycles. Like, they will not have these official conversations. It seems like this person is good with communication. We did have Mercury that came up. They could be ruled by Mercury as well, which I believe is, who would that be? That would be Virgo, and I feel like there's one more. I can't remember off the top of my head, though. But we have humility here, so I feel like they're just trying to stay, like they're trying to play it safe, stay out the way, be humble, be kind of just, to themselves. They're not trying to, ooh, not the puppet master. Oh my God, don't do this to me, Spirit. Okay. Listen, let's talk about this first. We have closure and spiritual base, and this is what I want you to focus on, because this person may be a reformed F-boy, F-girl, okay? They may have in their day done some damage, done a number on people, because I was just talking about that. I'm like, I'm not one to assume that people are crazy. A lot of times people don't close these cycles very well. And then we have puppet master and competition. So this may be someone in the past who loved to have people competing over them. This could be someone in the past who loved when it seemed like people were all over them and wanting them and, trying to fight for them and doing the most. But now they're closing that cycle because you guys seem to, Mercury, communicate really well together. They have feelings for you. The trine with flow, it feels right. It makes sense. They feel drawn towards you. But I feel like this person has a past, and it feels negative. It feels like they may have pitted people against each other, or they may have done things to kind of bring out the crazy in someone, and now they can't put a cap on it. Now they can't control it. It's too late. So we have closure and spiritual based, which is good. And, that's why I wanted to show you that first, because I'm like, okay, let's not focus too much on the past, but I hope they close that cycle. So moving forward with you, they're trying to start a spiritual based connection, also trying to close the distance for sure. Whatever that distance is, whether it's like serious physical distance, or it's like you guys are miles apart, or whether it's emotional distance. They're trying to close that gap. And with the spiritual base card, they're trying to kickstart the connection. Spirit, what is their love offer for group 3? What are they really doing here? What are they trying to do? Did they used to be an F-boy? F-girl? Temperance, nice. Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. Okay, listen, it's looking right. It's looking good. It's looking how you would want it to look. Knight of Swords is someone who's taking action, someone who's very clearly cutting off certain cycles, leaving no stone unturned, like actually handling the problem as a stand-up kind of person, not in a super cutthroat kind of way like King of Swords, but Knight of Swords with empathy for the purpose of temperance, really balancing them out, bringing them to peace and harmony, how they're supposed to be. So yeah, Eight of Cups definitely feels like this person is going back to handle some cycles they didn't fully close. Someone feels like they're dating this person, or someone feels like things are still, like the door is still open with this person and they're going back to shut that door. So that's step number one. Eight of Cups, actually going back to the past and closing whatever, you know, door is still open. We got the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So it seems to be because someone's caught their eye. It seems to be for a reason. We have the Judgment card and the Devil in reverse. Yeah, they definitely used to be F-boy, not gonna lie. 10 of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Swords in reverse. Oh my goodness. They were out here selling dreams, y'all. Not gonna lie. 6 of Swords in reverse. They left somebody in the dust. Somebody was ready to move forward. And with the 10 of Cups in reverse, I feel like they promised somebody they were going to move forward with them. And maybe that was true because we did have the competition card. So perhaps they really were going to move forward with that person and they thought they were the one. And then you came in the picture, made them feel all these feelings, and then they switched. So he want to switch. I can't help it. Devil in reverse. I mean, I'm glad to see it. Let me cover them up. They be doing the most. Devil in reverse and the World card in reverse. Yeah, they definitely used to be someone who got a lot of people hooked, addicted, wanting them. But we have the Judgment card, so they're actually leveling up here. I can't hate on this energy because they're going back to fix it. Their love offer to you seems to be like an official relationship, which I have a feeling that they may not have offered that to anyone else. Nice. We got the Wheel of Fortune. We're getting a lot of major arcana for you. Wheel of Fortune is definitely a lucky break. That's a love offer, a really, really nice love offer. That would be like whatever you would want. So like say you've been praying, you know, to spirit for someone who isn't super stuffy and conventional, but someone who wants to travel, explore life, live life, wants to be different, wants to have something different. Wheel of Fortune is like, yeah, you're getting that. Or say you have like super high standards and everyone's always told you that you ask for too much. This is like this person giving you whatever it is you were asking for and then some. But they're definitely closing those cycles first. They know that they have to. We got the 3 of Cups and the Empress. So I feel like they know when a diamond is in front of them. They know when it's time, or no, they know when it's the one. And the 3 of Cups can represent like the fates, you know. You have the 3 fates on the card here. 3 of Cups is also a card of like celebration, moving up, moving forward, moving on, good things. So I feel like they kind of see you as their happily ever after. Like, I don't want to gas the situation up too much and make it so deep, but I mean, like I said, you guys got so many really good cards here. We got the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Empress, we got Temperance. Like, they're actually doing the work. Judgment card, answering the call. Whew, and then we have the 7 of Swords. So that's definitely who they used to be. 7 of Swords, it's still somewhere in them. This person's like a ninja, okay? A thief in the night. This person is literally like, that's the perfect example, Brent Faiyaz. Isn't that his song? Come in like a thief in the night. 16 missed calls. Yeah, that's his stuff. But do you ever notice how Brent will word salad TF out of you? Do you, like, if you really listen to his music, It'll be like, bro will tell you, yes, I love you. I love how you know, do you the one, but some way, somehow he'll slide in there. But I'm just here for one night, or like just some BS. Like that's the that's the perfect way to describe this person's energy. Like they're no saint, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and play in your face and tell you like, oh yeah, they're completely reformed. Like once an F boy, always an F boy. Once an F girl, always an F girl. No, not really. People can grow, people can change. But to a degree, they still have some like petty tendencies or F boy, F girl qualities. So make sure you keep that in check, okay? Nice. We have exchanging gifts. So maybe you used to be too. Or maybe you're even the higher octave of them. They thought they met a player. They thought they were a player. Yeah, you're gonna do a number on them. But we have exchanging gifts here. Nice. We have flexible. I like that as well. And then we have the why card. Spirit, can you clarify why? What are they thinking about? What are they questioning? Maybe you're questioning them. Questioning if they're really dependable. Questioning, are they really out of this competition puppet master energy? We have the King of Cups. We had the Queen of Cups at some point in the reading at the bottom of the deck. We have the King of Cups that just showed up. Dang, King of Wands. You're getting a lot of kings. And the Seven of Wands in reverse. So honestly, Seven of Wands in reverse, King of Cups, that's like, I give up. I'm not going to fight this anymore. I'm going to stop fighting against myself and I'm going to surrender because I feel like I've met the one. But I feel like you may be asking yourself, why me? Because, you know, this person could be very conventionally attractive, or they could make like a whole lot of money. Like they could have some sort of reason or some sort of like quality about them that just kind of makes you question like, okay, why are you doing the most for me? Why are you going so hard trying to, you know, make sure things happen with me? You may just be really questioning that. But we have flexible here, so there's the Y card. We have flexible here, so, and exchanging gifts. So they're coming in a mutually beneficial energy, giving and receiving. They're not coming here to drain you of all your energy. And I like that we had the Three of Cups before, you know, the fates, because that lets us know that they do have universal support. We have the Empress here and the Wheel of Fortune. They feel like they lucked out. Even just the fact that you're giving them attention has them shocked. And they're not going to miss out on this opportunity. They know what the one looks like. And, you know, as much as people want to focus on, oh, I want this in a partner, I want that in a partner, the reason why someone could date someone for 10 years, never propose, and then get engaged and married 6 months, a year, is because people don't know what they want until they have it. You don't know who the one is until you meet them. So you could spend literally years trying to make your partner perfect and still not feel it, and then immediately just surrender when you do meet that person. And this is exactly what that is. And, you know, everyone is different depending on the connection. I haven't been the same person personally through every connection I've had. Every partner I have gets a different version of me, because when you harmonize with another person, you create a whole new environment that even you haven't experienced. So aspects that are unlike you will even start to come out. You may notice this, like you meet someone, like you're working with a coworker, and it makes you extra petty, and it's like, yo, I'm not even a petty person, or I'm not even someone who gets mad and blows up like that, but something about them just triggers me so bad, it makes me want to go off. That's a perfect example. When you harmonize with another person, it brings out a different version of yourself. And yeah, this person may have, you know, some people mad about that, mad about the fact that they're committing to you, but I feel like you guys may even have a purpose here together. We have awakening ancient wisdom, almost like your Akashic records are going to be open through this connection. So perhaps there's a past life, you know, situation unfolding here. This one says deep inner knowing is emerging within me. So I feel like in time, you'll start to realize the significance and the importance of this connection and why you were put together in the first place. And deep revelations are going to be revealed here. That's what I have for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Howlite Crystal Point and the Salvic Legends Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see who will make it clear, okay? Make it clear that they want you romantically. Their feelings for you, their love offer. We'll get all of that, Spirit. This is for group 4 with the Howlite Crystal Point. Please show us who will make it clear to group 4 that they are interested romantically. So we have a strong opposites attract type of energy right out the gate for you. We have the opposition and the sextile that just came out for you. Opposition with balance, sextile with opportunity. This is an energy of someone where it's like, we don't make sense, or we're like oil and water. But with the sextile, that's a positive astrological influence and aspect. So you actually are working really well together. It's like one of those situations where we're not just opposites, but we're like, you know, like sweet and salty. Like we work together though. You know, it's like nougat and peanuts and y'all get the picture. Like it's like wine and cheese. We're so different, but at the same time we pair. Okay, so we have opposition with balance. It says relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, tests, objectifies, and calls out. You may call out this person may call you out, this person may trigger you, you may trigger them quite a bit. For some of you with the disciplines being on there, this could even be like a manager or someone in HR who ends up having to discipline you, but then they're like, wait, you're kind of fine. No, but really though. But yeah, there's an energy of you keeping this person on a short leash and vice versa. Like there's an energy of you really holding each other accountable. Yeah. There's an energy here where it's like, if you don't do right by me, you're getting called out about that. When you say something that's inappropriate, you're getting called out about that. Like, you know, there's an energy of you guys really kind of leveling each other up very quickly through who you are, and you're very different. And I feel like that's why this works, because you add so much value to them and you can see their blind spots and they can see yours. The sextile with opportunity says collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunities, synergizes, creates possibilities for, open doors, promises, brings insight to, communicates, welcomes, and develops. So this is someone who's definitely being put in your path for a reason. This definitely feels like you guys have a very strong spiritual connection. It feels like spirit has put you together with this person so you guys can learn and experience certain things, level each other up. And then it did say opens doors for, so this could be someone who's already in the career field that you want to be in, or someone who does what you want to do, and vice versa. This feels very fluid where it's like, you know, both of you are doing this for each other. So say you're a super business savvy person, but you're not exactly in touch with your emotions. This person is really helping you open up in an emotional way without making you feel like you're losing the boss or the business aspect of yourself. And other people may have tried to open you up before, but you couldn't because you just didn't feel that with them. You didn't feel like it would be worth it. You didn't feel comfortable with them. You didn't feel like they were enough of a match or there was enough value. But with this person, there is. So you're able to actually be vulnerable with them, especially if you've had past life with them. And say they're a very, you know, heart space person, but, you know, cannot get themselves, you know, cannot get their footing in the business world. That'll be something you can open themselves up to. And it's comfortable for them. Usually someone trying to help them in business would trigger them, because if you think about it, it does kind of indicate some sort of inadequacy. Like if you're helping someone, it's typically because they need it. So that can make people very vulnerable. So that may have really triggered them in the past, but because they have a liking to you, because they feel drawn to you, they're able to allow themselves to open up that way and be helped. So you guys are definitely meeting for a reason. There's a lot of significance here. The birds are chirping. The birds are chirping outside of my window. I would definitely say that's confirmation. We have Mars with action. It says desire, impulses. So you guys have a very strong attraction to each other. That may be the glue that keeps you guys together, the physical connection. And because it's so normalized nowadays, for me, I am like anti-lust. I don't allow myself to lust after other people. I feel like lust gets you in a lot of trouble. It kind of puts you in a space where it normalizes wanting something that you don't have, so it can inspire your actions, and it can just, really have a snowball effect in the worst way. So for me personally, to support this is kind of really unlike me. But I do feel for you guys, group 4, and that's the thing, everybody's individual, you know, if you're going to be a reader, you got to be able to be unbiased. For you guys, it's actually really good. It's actually really good. It feels like you're blowing steam together. It feels like you have that physical release, and that may be something that you personally need. You may already know that about yourself. Once you listen, get what you need, you may feel like a whole brand new person. You may feel alive, inspired, soft, warm. Like it just may totally take you out of your usual headspace and element in the best way. So yeah, for you guys, that's really working for you. It says courage, heat, strength, competition, workouts, excitement. You could be workout buddies. You could work out together. That could even be in a subliminal kind of way, if you know what I'm saying. Workout buddies. Thirst, impatience, anger, leadership, potency, willpower, physical drive. Yeah, and we have the North Node with destiny. So Spirit definitely put this person in your life for a reason. They're definitely leveling you up. This isn't a normal connection. There is big significance here. We even have the 12th house at the bottom of the deck with surrender. So 12th house is all about like, you know, cycles, karma, like not necessarily karma, but cycles coming into a close, tying up loose ends. We have the North Node with destiny, which is more about the future. It says soul school, fulfillment, purpose, maturing, experience, fruition. Ooh, this could be someone you manifested. The North Star, the light at the end of the tunnel. Process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, integrity, the journey. So there's definitely a hand that Spirit has on this connection. Spirit for group 4, tell me more. I'm going to actually put this one back. If it falls out for you, I'll take it, but I did flip it over because it was kind of coming out, but it didn't fall out. Ooh. Yeah, and it won't all be sunshine and rainbows, but I see you guys working through it. This is really good. Yeah, I was just talking about karma. Yeah, something about this could be very karmic, but not karmic in the sense that this is someone you've been dealing with for years. Karmic in the sense of like the 12th house that was at the bottom of the deck with surrender kind of way, where it's more about tying up loose ends, getting the last few lessons that you need, you know, for completion to step into your forever partnership, your forever place. And this is giving forever potential. We have karmic and new love. So if anything, I would say this is much more likely to be a totally new love connection. Someone that's completely new in your life, someone that you haven't dated before. What I love about this is we have stubborn, two-way street, and apologies. I just love that because it's like, okay, in the beginning, it kind of sounded like, wow, you guys are leveling up each other so much. But when you think about it realistically, a lot of this is probably going to be very triggering. Just like I was saying with that example where it's like, you know, if you're helping someone, that does kind of insinuate that someone needs something from you or that they're lacking something. So that's a very vulnerable space. But I like that even though things are, you know, this person may be stubborn or you're stubborn in your own ways, it's a two-way street. You guys are having good communication. You're talking about things. You're working through things. And we have the apologies card. We love that. We love someone who recognizes when they need to apologize and just apologizes. So this is a very vulnerable, raw connection, not in the sense that you guys are always having these super deep conversations or, you know, just raw and vulnerable in the sense that you're really being raw and vulnerable with each other, opening up to each other, apologizing when you need to, finding a new balance. It's like you separate after things get intense, after things, hit the fan, after it seems like really uncomfortable, you have to be really vulnerable. And then you come back together with an apology. You come back together, you have a good conversation, you find a new balance, a new normal. So like that example I was using before, where it's like, okay, say you're very detached from your feelings and you allow yourself to be really intimate with this person, and then you kind of feel bad later. You feel like, oh my God, I overshared. I did too much. Ugh, I was in that lovey-dovey energy. That's not me. Ugh. You may spend some time away from this person, and then you come back like, yeah, sorry, I dipped there. Sorry, I took a hiatus. I'm back though. It's like both of you are taking equal responsibility. So I love this. Now, we do have vetting and decisions. So you guys are taking each other seriously. You're vetting each other. Vetting is like when you're really getting to know people. Vetting is like basically when you go on a date with someone and you ask them like the really important heavy-hitting questions. So I do see both of you guys doing that. And yeah, it doesn't have to be your forever person, but I do see that you're asking the right questions, and both of you are at least looking at each other like forever potential. And it's just like, okay, do we want that or not though? Like, yeah, it's been really good for us. It's opening us up. It's aligning us with our future, with the North Node, the sextile with opportunity. It's on the table. But whether or not we take it, first of all, will be a mutual decision. So nothing to worry about. But I just kind of see like, so say, you are a super, you're a boss, you work a lot. You may want just a simpler kind of connection, someone who doesn't trigger you, someone who's more just easy and simple. People do it every day. People marry the easy bet every day. So you may decide like, you know what, even though this is really good for me, I don't want this forever though. So the beauty about that is, at least the ball will be in your court. And you'll be able to make that decision. Dude, the marriage card literally just jumped up and it didn't come all the way out. It's like, it's on the table. Yeah. We have birth and transformation here. We also have secret affair that actually came out first. So this may start as something low key, something that you don't even tell your friends about. If you're someone who typically kind of tells like, your friends, your family, your loved ones, what's going on in your life, for whatever reason, you're being hush-hush about this. And I actually feel like that's a good thing because it's like something very sacred to you, so you want to protect it. I'm reading between the lines, group 4. You guys like each other a lot, but for whatever reason, it's like you want to keep this under wraps. You don't want other people to know what you have going on. It's like both of you, maybe you learned that from past experiences, that it's important to protect your connection. So I see both of you really protecting this connection by not really sharing what's going on in your life and not telling anyone that this is happening. But at the same time, we have the birth card here in the transformation. So you know what? Your next phase in life, group 4, may be really silent. It may be about silently glowing up, silently growing into your future. And not everybody's going to know. But I'm getting a strong energy of like a lot of accomplishments, but not everybody knows. You're not telling people. You're silently winning. Party of 2, you and your bae, and that's it. And it's like the people you've grown up with, like friends and family, it's like you want them to, in general, like maybe you always saw them at your wedding or at important moments in your life, but you've gone through so much life where it's like you're not jaded, but you're just in a space where it's like, you know what, the things that are really sacred to me, I want to have to myself, especially when this connection makes you so vulnerable. It's like you don't even want to open this connection up for other people to be able to say anything about it. It's like something about you feels very protective over this connection. Spirit, what's their love offer? I mean, it's pretty clear. It doesn't feel very love offery. It feels more like both of you coming together and making a joint decision about what you're going to do in the midst of all this triggering. And it's not all bad, but just in the midst of all this growth, I feel like this connection is really taking both of you off guard and you don't know exactly how to even process it. I just saw 1444 on the camera. We have the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So some things are still kind of left in the air. Knight of Swords is kind of like we're taking things day by day. And it's a mutual decision as far as what we want to do. You know what? Birth, you could even low-key be having a child with this person. Nice. We got the Sun and the Page of Swords. So they don't know where they're going. Yeah, this doesn't feel like the traditional, oh, love offer kind of reading where it's like, okay, what are they trying to do? It feels much deeper than that. Not in a deep kind of way, like I said, where it's like, oh, you guys are always having these super deep conversations, but it's just like, it's really one of those things, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when you're in this connection if you're not already. It is new love, so this is likely coming in the near future. But if you've been in a dry spell, just know it's the calm before the storm, group 4. Spirit has been positioning you for this for quite a while. I just heard 3 years for someone. We have the Two of Coins in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So yeah, you guys are going very slow. You're not rushing into a relationship. And I feel like it's because slowly but surely you're realizing what it truly means to be in this connection. And it's a lot. It's like, okay, yeah, this is really good for me. This is really, I'm glad that I have these experiences. And I can definitely say with confidence that this connection made me a better person. But do I want to marry this? I don't know. Do I want to be with this forever? I don't know. It'll be a joint decision. We have the Page of Coins in reverse and the Temperance card in reverse. So a lot still has to be figured out. The Sun is a really good sign though. But the Sun, see, the Sun can represent victory, but the Sun also refers to you going back to like a childlike state where really spirit is in the lead. So there's a lot of good that can and will come from this connection, but I don't feel like you or this person are, like either of you are completely in control of how this goes. We have the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords in reverse. So Ten of Swords is a card of endings, typically kind of painful endings, but the Five of Swords is a card of chaos and drama. So Spirit is saying this is like endings in the very best way, and it'll be in your court. You'll be able to choose whether or not you want to grow together with this person, but it's not just in their control. It's not like, oh, they're making a love offer, so you have to accept it. It's more like we're mutually choosing what we want to do. So the ball's in your court. It'll be up to you. You'll make that decision together with this person. But long-term commitment, if not forever, is on the table. We have yin and exchanging gifts. Yin is divine feminine energy. It is the light in the yin and yang symbol, the white. Wow, we have soulmates and chopped wood. So yeah, it's like you guys are exchanging gifts, so mutually beneficial to each other. There's something coming out very strongly about divine feminine energy. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's on your end, where it's like you're being allowed to allow your divine feminine energy to really reign supreme and to open up, because it feels like you're someone who's worried about like finances or stability, or maybe it has something to do like inner child type of stuff where it's like you haven't been able to open up to someone, or vulnerability, crying, showing emotion was kind of frowned upon in your household. So it feels like both of you are growing out of past conditioning and stepping into like the unknown. Yin is also about receiving. And we have soulmates and chopped wood. So very strong, very poignant connection, a connection that definitely has a purpose and a reason. But we also have chopped wood here, heavy on the purpose, heavy on the, we're here for chopping wood, working things out, positioning ourselves for the future, leveling up, closing cycles, helping each other, true connection. We have exceeding expectations, sharing of yourself, and proceeding softly. So proceeding softly, Spirit is saying take your time, you don't have to rush. But with sharing of yourself, I don't feel like you've shared yourself with someone like this, either in a long time or maybe never. Something about this feels like it's making you very vulnerable and out of your element. But we have exceeding expectations, so this connection is really going to blow you away. I just saw 2011 on the camera. This connection is going to exceed what you even expected or thought you could manifest or have in this lifetime. Very powerful, group 4. That's what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.